Hi there, I'm Raf Garcia, a director at UK Education Guide, a UK leading comparison portal for international students, helping them and their families make really well informed decisions about studying in the UK. In this video, it is my privilege to introduce a video guide to the University of Kent, whereby we explore their offering for international students by asking questions to their admissions department and one of their international students. So let's hear what they have to say.
So, first of all, I am delighted to introduce Naomi, who is the International Officer at the University of Kent. Welcome, Naomi.
Hi, Raf. Thanks for having me on today. It's good to see you.
You are more than welcome. You are more than welcome. So, let's dive into it. I believe I have two questions for you. So, the first is, what are the two key aspects of support that your university offers for international students to help them transition to degree study?
So at Kent, we do offer a really wide range of support to all of our students. So that covers everything from learning support, careers, pastoral, medical, faith, academic, and more. And some of our support teams have won awards for being outstanding. So it is really hard to pick just two. But if I did have to highlight two, the first would be our free student learning advisory service. So they offer all of our students a huge range of support with study skills, writing skills, mathematics, statistics, essay writing, time management, in-sessional English language, and much, much more. And they do this through group workshops, peer mentoring, and one-to-one study support as well. And it is completely free to all students. The second aspect that I'd highlight is the support offered by Kent Union, which is our student union. So both the union and the university run a lot of social events throughout the year, including special events around international festivals. But the union also run hundreds of student societies and an advice centre. So societies, they cover all kinds of cultural, academic interests, tons of different hobbies and sports. So they're a really great way for students to socialise and meet like-minded people. The Advice Centre that I mentioned also offers free, impartial and confidential advice on everything from visas to housing to finances and more. So no matter what an international student needs to really help them in their transition to university study, we have it covered.
Absolutely. Thank you, Naomi. And I think it's so interesting how you touch on both the very traditional sort of academic support and but also that blended with the social initiatives run by the SU, and then also the advice, because for our international students, often some of the key challenges are not the academics, they're everything other than the academics. It's getting the whole aspects of your life covered. So that's a wonderful answer. So that brings us on very nicely onto our next question, which is, what is the one key piece of advice you would like to offer international students as they consider their university options?
There are lots of pieces of advice that I wouldn't do offer to international students who are considering studying at a UK university, but one of the top things that I like to highlight is that it's really key to explore your university options properly. So I think sometimes it's really easy for students, especially international students who might not be too familiar with the UK. I think it's quite easy to get drawn into things like rankings and prestigious names and, you know, what the internet tells you. But it's so much more important to really choose a university that is the right environment for you and offers the best course for you. So if you're not comfortable or happy where you are for, 3 years or more, you won't be achieving your maximum potential and you won't graduate with the degree that you could achieve. So it's important to really make the most of opportunities like open days to visit, even virtual ones if you can't travel in person, and try to talk to current students as well as staff, because it gives you much more of a perspective than a brochure ever could.
Absolutely, absolutely. You can't beat some quality conversations to get a real idea of what the institution's like. So I think that's wonderful. And on the note of students, I believe we're fortunate enough to be joined by one of your students.
Yeah.
So, Hugo, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Well, I've got a number of questions for you. So what I'm going to do now, Naomi, thank you for your answers. We'll have you back on in a moment. And me and Hugo are going to have a brief conversation about all things the University of Kent. So before we start, let's kick off with what year of study are you? Where are you from? And what course are you studying?
Yes. I'm Wenbo. Everybody call me Hugo. Yeah. At the moment, I'm stage 2, which is second year in university. I was my major is computing science. it's quite technique way. Yeah. And everything so far is good. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you, Hugo. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions now, and the first one is a bit of a tough one, and it's what were the top 2 reasons that you selected the University of Kent?
Really top 2.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, it's tough one. Yeah, yeah, back to like 2 years ago when I first choose my university, that was quite tough. Like, I was a student in here in Canterbury already. Yes, I know I was international student, but my academic career is like I was studying here in GCSE and A level. Then the university is quite same as the normal British student, so there will be like little bit different than pure international student. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That is the reason. The first thing I thought this because I was here in UK, so they treat me better. Like I can literally go into university to say what's happening. Yeah, that like the subject I like computing science. I can literally go there to say how was the result in the uni, how was their teaching material, this kind of things. Yeah, like I told a little bit early, I was study in A level in Canterbury. That that is the case thing why I choose Kent, because while I was there, I was already can go inside of uni to part of drawing my life in this uni. That make me like I should be here. I shouldn't say that words, but yes, the really much the really feeling like okay, you're part of here. And I've been to the open day. Sometimes I was travel to the uni to do some like collaboration with student, with the management. They give us the opportunity I can. So that's one of the reasons. Secondly, it's
absolutely
it's like when you choose the course you like, really looking what the quality the uni can deliver to you. Yeah, because we all want nice future. Yeah, if the uni they have the right quality for you, and you can be you can be like be balanced to it, so that will be the good choice for you. Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant, Hugo. Thank you. So for you, it was you kind of knew the area, managed to have some open days, and also the quality of the delivery matched the output of what you wanted.
Yeah.
So that's brilliant. So this is my favorite question of all the ones we asked today. Is in 10 years' time, what do you think you will remember most about your time studying at the University of Kent?
1 decade. That is quite long.
It's a tough question.
Yeah, and I will be thanks for the course I was choose at moment, because at moment I study computing science. It's quite future subject related to the what I can do when I finish the uni. And the last there will be lots of things I can talk about. A lot thing I can say it's I was joining the Chinese Society. Now I'm vice president in Chinese Society. Which is something I can do. It's not strict related to the academic, but there will be like a benefit to my future, because it's like it's kind of like in the safe environment you can be a leader in the team, and then this can bring lots of to you, like what you think, the management idea, how can you support people, how can you be a good leader. So this kind of thing, I think they will be coming back to me why while working the 10 years later time. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think a lot of students that when they participate in student societies, whether it be a cultural society or a national society or a sporting club, those experiences are the ones that forge them, that they take forward, that in sort of 10 years time, they'll look back and say, this shaped me as well as my course. It helped me become, as you say, a better leader. So that's a wonderful answer, Hugo. So on to the last question, which is about advising students. What is the one thing you wish someone told you about life at university that would have helped you make the transition from your A-levels into your degree studies?
Yeah, what I can say is, for student in A-level, really it's a stage, bring you to a high level stage. Yeah, that is tough time. We need to study hard. We need to manage every course we choose, and to get that goal to go into the uni. But really, when we go into uni, the study is the key thing, but a lot of part of your life is also important. It's enjoying life in uni, and nothing is perfect. The things you can do is do your best. Then you will achieve your goal.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And I think you touched on a really important point, which is that the academics are one part of it, but to succeed at university, you have to factor in those other parts of your life. You have to factor in the social, you have to factor in the health, you have to factor in your accommodation. No, I think that's a brilliant answer, Hugo. So at this moment, I'm going to welcome Naomi back to the call. And I'm going to thank you all for your contributions and your time today. I know it's really going to help international students think about how they transition to their degree studies. So I look forward to speaking with you all soon. Catch you later.
Thanks,
Bye
bye.
bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.